that's an interesting point. Is that and this is directed at everyone, but I'm going to direct this initially at Joe. Is that, and it's one of the things I've always been a fan of with you. And as an aside, before I get into that, I have to say this. It's funny because you look at the album covers, you look at the persona of Joe Stump. I mean, I'm from the uninitiated, the great unwashed, the people who don't know Joe, and you look at these pictures and you're like, this guy's just going to rip me a new asshole. Like, this guy's just terrifying, right? But then you meet him and you're like, that was absolutely the most sweetest exchange I've ever had. Like, Joe, you're a nice guy. But the thing, to get to my point, is that you're so, and I hate this word because it sounds like it's disparaging, but you're unapologetic about what you do. And this goes back to a conversation. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm going to bring this up, and you can disagree or dispute it. But it goes back to a conversation that you and I had after you got the Alcatraz gig. And you were absolutely right with what you said. You said to me, Chris, I got the juice. And you got the juice because you always, never in your trajectory from your youth throughout all of the years. I mean, dude, you released your first instrumental record, neoclassical instrumental record in 1993. Let me say that again for the listeners. This motherfucker released a neoclassical instrumental record in 1993.
Yeah, the record was in the height of the grunge period, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, but the thing is, my point being is that you never. So my question, and whatever this is to you, is you've never wavered. And in your world, in all of our worlds, we've had that temptation to go, yo, man, like, just do this, you'll cash in, you'll be good. You never dealt with that? Like, your vision?
No, I mean, I've been in various bands, and doing the Holy Hell thing. That was that even though I got to stretch out and got to play, and I wrote a bunch of the tunes. But I'm very pleased that throughout my whole career, I've managed to have a nice modest level of success, and always done exactly what I wanted, and played the music that I love and played the music I want. So same thing with and same deal now with Alcatraz. You know what I mean? I get to since first with Graham, I'm playing all the Blackmore stuff, the Yngwie stuff, and the Michael Schenker stuff, and now with Doogie White, same deal. Blackmore stuff, Schenker stuff, old Yngwie stuff, and I wrote most of the tunes for the band, so I can't complain. I can't complain. Mm-hmm. And the other thing I'm very pleased with is my last 3 solo records, Diabolical Ferocity, Symphonic Onslaught, and The Dark Lord Rises, my best records to date. So it's very gratifying after making my first solo record in '93 that I make my best records like decades later. So as Jim will attest to, it's always encouraging as you keep getting better.